So we want to see the Bard and the Zhao go to Sylas lane so he can E on to the Viktor and create volatile fights. Because Sylas does not want to be in the mid lane, he wants to fight in the river.
Rhilech on his way across here. Has that Ishtal's impact.
Look at Rhilech is here already. He's going for level 3, get the gank.
Behind them. Oh, Noah puts the ward in too late.
Rhilech
is already here. Upheaval, flash, slam into the wall. And Rhilech finds first blood for NaVi. It goes over to Samdi.
And the Scorpion says, get over here, and just puts him into the wall as Parus. Probably going for the hard steal, which is the conventional build. As now somebody wants to dash forward into Noah here.
He just keeps dashing forward. Heal coming out. Look how low Noah is already as the trades continue. Barrier for barrier exchange. Noah having to flash away, and Samdi finds his second of the game. Check his.
That's the reason why they're just good now.
He wasn't this animated when we were in story meeting talking about having this graphic, dude. Apparently it's a huge deal. Well, I trust the AD carry.
Yeah, I trust him as well. His Maynter is now in danger here. Jayce with the ult into the wall, but double
Gnar back against the wall. Lot and Jackie's absconded. Glot was not on the same page as this. Needed a couple of autos. Autos the tower a couple of times. Maybe they go in for the trade again. Maynter with the wallop. Lot's tanking it. Jackie's takes it, and Lot thankfully taking the tower. Able to get GIANTX out of that one.
Versus the plated steel caps. Top lane is a chasm right now.
Well, there's a magical journey coming down towards the bot lane to try and shut down Samdi. Isma going forward, Cullen going wide, and Samdi going back to the fountain. Huge shutdown for Noah.
You see the swap coming up here from the Lucian Milio. Actually, on this stacked wave that Gnar has, they really want to get Gnar out of this matchup right now because it's going to be super hard for him to play now.
I mean, I think they want to keep him in the matchup for a second. Ishtal's impact knocked back from Lot. Dashes away, the Impale still finds him, and Isma realizes there is no help for Lot. Turn to stone as Samdi gets his third of the game.
Wave push out here, and be in a pretty good spot. This Lot doesn't have TP. Maynter will push this wave and then TP back and kind of lane lock Lot. It's gonna be a bit awkward for this Jayce now. Taking those 2 tower shots really doesn't.
They're gonna die.
Favors. This is a 2v2 dive.
Noah has the barrier. Samdi looking for Jun, tries to get behind him. Breath of Life comes out from Parus, and death comes to Jun. As Noah now underneath the tower, he's going to try and trade back, but Parus can't do it because Parus tanks it perfectly. NaVi with a 2v2 double in the bot side.
That's aura. That's pure. Compare potatoes and tomatoes, okay? That's a different thing.
But they rhyme! Can't we compare them, Finn?
Let's see, Maynter's going to take the base around the bot. This bot tower will slowly fall. Really slowly. I don't think he's going to end up getting it. Yeah, somebody's going to push on top here. Because of the grubs, the trade is super nice. I think that. I mean, in general, in Lucian, if you play against a lot of range, you go for the rapid fire. But if you go against mediums, you go flicker blades. Now they're looking onto the Poby here, but he has a lot of boys behind him.
A magical journey into an immediate flash out from Isma. Jun still holding on to his flash and doesn't burn it to escape. The tempered fate, well, I'm afraid the cards came up with death for Jun.
Might be a flash.
Slow from the boomerang. Isma goes back in, looking for Parus. Maynter with a good Gnar against the wall. TP behind as Poby puts down the gravity field. Lot trying to get out of it, but still stunned up. Noah here as well. A 4v3 beginning to develop for GIANTX. Maynter flashing away. Here comes Samdi. They're going to turn it around as Lot pulls low. Poby's still on the chase. With the Ray, Samdi coming in as well with the culling as Isma dives in. They don't even need Skarner until this moment as Rhilech has pincered them with his pincers. A great double for Poby. Jackie's the only one of the first 5 remaining standing. Jun came back to life and almost had to sacrifice it to keep Jackie's alive.
I mean, I love how NaVi are opening their lanes. They're constantly opening behind side lanes here as Jackie's might look for something on the Parus with an Gnar ult, but just ends up dying without an Gnar ult, and that's a shot.
On an Aatrox or a Zehen or something, right? Rhilech has been, obviously the level 3 gank was amazing as Parus almost caught out with that tempered fate. Rhilech now the target of Isma. Culling not really doing as much damage as somebody would like, but they begin to turn it around. It's going to be a mega Impale coming out as Rhilech pulls back. Jackie's into the middle of the team. He's going to try and rocket belt out. Maynter looking for that Gnar on the backline, can't find it, but Poby now on a killing spree as his enemy mid laner has fallen. And NaVi, again, it's GIANTX pulling the trigger, and NaVi turning the barrel of the gun right back at them. They find another kill.
You saw Jackie's fought there. He was
Weaving, man, dear God. I've seen Mistweavers do more damage than that. If he had a spinning crane kick, he'd be doing a lot more, right?
Just looking for Isma. Isma does have flash.
Gets onto Isma. Meanwhile, the rest of the team needs to be a bit careful. Poby's going to go down. He gets the Seeker's Arm Guard off just in time and then manages to escape. Poby walks out of it, but now they don't have their mid laner. Rhilech with an impale back. Maynter trying to keep people at bay. Lot's going to take one. Noah falls for it, but the AD carries on the floor. The chase continues as Rhilech across the wall with the upheaval, looking for a little bit more cosmic binding. Maynter with a good jump out.
And this shows exactly why this Skarner is so important for the NaVi comp. I will hold my breath as maybe we have a Dragon start here. The fight might not be over just yet.
Yeah, Isma, wind becomes lightning to pull the Dragon out. Rhilech still looking for the flank position. No ultimates available for anyone on NaVi right now.
They don't have the Lucian with so many items. Maynter's trying to stack his Mega a little bit as Poby is back.
Jayce gets his hijack back. Who's he going to steal? What's he going to take?
So the Gnar ult is not available right now, I'm quite sure, unless... actually, it's a very short
where Lot is? Lot's trying to catch the Lucian as he comes back out, but he doesn't manage to do it. He was spotted by a sweeping Scryer's Bloom, I believe, as the Drake goes down to NaVi, and now Lot, who is behind enemy lines, is quickly put in a body bag. NaVi find another, and with the enemy top laner dead, perhaps a Baron on the menu.
It's a bold attempt by him, but I think when you do that, you gotta commit to it. Because I think you just gotta stay there and wait for the Lucian, because now he was kind of half doing it. He was camping for the Lucian, and it was like, oh, we're getting off Dragon, I kind of gotta get back. And then you actually just run into the enemy team after retreating from Dragon, so... a little bit of a head scratch now as NaVi will look to take this Dragon Baron, and I don't think Shincha will be there to steal it.
A 5k lead, a soul point.
Marked by Maynter. Noah stepping up on his mid-wave, but this mid-wave does not really matter if you just want to sit in the river to start it as the pulling comes out on Noah.
Yeah, just looking for chip damage. You get Noah down to half HP or something, it's huge right at the start of a fight like this. Jackie's trying to step forward, Rhilech coming in as well as Isma dives forward. That's not the best time to go in. Gnar stolen away from Jackie's, but can't land the Abscond Duck. Pulled back with the impale. There's a good Gnar on the back line, but Samdi will fall first. Poby, though, with Maynter, jumps onto GIANTX's backline themselves. A great Gnar into Poby, just ripping through them all. And with Inishtal's impact, Rhilech's impact will be felt. The Mikhail's no crucible to save you. Rhilech takes a double, and NaVi will take a double in this best of 3 and close out the series.
Fantastic gameplay from NaVi all in all. You see everything is used to shut down the Lucian, but that's when Poby and Maynter steps up, picking up the pace and cleaning up the fight at the back end after all the resources was put on the Lucian, who ends up falling but will be victorious. Medic.
Huge from NaVi, going to claim second spot in the LEC after 5 series. We'll see if they can maintain it over the next few weeks, but what a start for the second half of their split. Huge from NaVi. Disappointment, I think, for GIANTX.
Absolutely, and this is the first roadblock in GIANTX's journey this spring, so we want to see how they bounce back on this, because their schedule is not easy coming up. But I really want to highlight how well and cleanly NaVi navigated these mid-games. The fact that they were shifting so well, opening on the sidelines where GX was trying to make a play, and just always having the foresight of being at the place where the play was taking place.
Yeah, really nice stuff all around from NaVi. You can vote for one of them, your key player of the series, vote Maynter.